sunshine in here. Let's see if we can't get some sunshine. Boom, baby, boom. Rise somewhere over there on a rainy day. Someone biking past me. I must say, this is the day right here. Brighten this screen so I can see. Okay, your boy Marquis Saint doing the morning motivation from another location. Got some stuff going on. I am sore as fuck from the workouts, y'all. Ooh, there's something to be said about yesterday that kind of beat me up. I'm sore, like all over my chest, my thighs, my lats, like everything. The log gym has been killing me. The truth is out there. You can't lie to the log gym. The log gym's gonna come get you, but that's just what it is. A little bit cold out here and rainy. I had to get outside for some fresh air because it's nice. But yesterday wasn't nice to your boy Marky Saint. Not to regress, but I did have to talk about the difference in journeys. That's right. The Weed Club is spreading. We got Weed Club shirts. If you want your own Weed Club shirt, $25 in black and 20 in white. So we had some silkscreen ones a little bit cheaper than hand making them all the way to Finland. Weed Clubs worldwide. We just got off the phone with the friends in Auckland. They also are in Weed Club. We're making some products. We're shipping. We're working on some sales actually. So shipping worldwide. Some Whack It grinders from the homies at Whack It Grinders and their robots to fill the cone and just grind it and fill it right into the cone. So we got some action. But yesterday was some action that I didn't want, and not to be a drama llama, but it was one of those days where it's like, arguing with the model, even though she gave me just like, well, she was wearing my hoodie but wants me to delete the video because she doesn't want to be a reliable model. She's mad it's on that page, had no agreement. Said something about money, so I think it's about money, like she wants to be paid, but I'm not insinuating, or maybe she thinks I'm insinuating that she is under contract with reliable models, like we're an agency when I'm just a booking. I don't even have anything to do with any kind of agency or representing any kind of models or anything like that. Whoops, moved it. So I had some drama with this. And this was one of those days where drama would follow. Um, I am shocked right now. I have to say, I am shocked because I've lived in so many different locations with so many different people. It is one of the things that I've had to learn is tolerance. That's the word of the day. Thank you, Benny Mac, for the word. Learning tolerance with living with so many different people. Part of world travel is that I'm not a tourist. I'm actually what's a good word? I should have said, I just lost the word. It's most people come and they're tourists. I go and I'm a traveler. And as a traveler, there's so much unpredictabilities out there from like where you will stay. You got three bad habits: food, clothing, and shelter. All those things become in flux. And we were speaking about diving from a cold or a hot bath into a cold bath, going from an extreme sauna, really hot, into a really cold river slash ocean, and shocking your system. So I'm in shock. And I haven't dived into the water from the hot to the cold yet. It seems really extreme to me. The most extreme I've done is going from the sauna, a decent sauna, medium sauna, not super hot, and then turned on the shower and it accidentally sprayed me with cold. I understand cold showers; they're not comfortable. I understand um, moving your comfortability level, and I also understand wanting to be comfortable, especially when you live alone and you have your own patterns and you have your own ways. I'm feeling like I triggered my homie yesterday. I'm taking like not accountability because he just said it wasn't me and he was even crying and hugged me and stuff, but I had to move my stuff in 30 seconds or less yesterday. And I don't know if anybody knows about that kind of stress, but to digress is to mention that this journey's been full of little pitfalls, little, not more than just clashes, but like, whirlwinds of events that spontaneously moving out in 30 seconds. Like I had to get out of the shower in Ireland and my stuff was already on the ground and he already poured dirt out. The guy was so eccentric that he had something in the box and he said, look at this. And all of a sudden, all this dirt came out, like all over my laptop, all over my belongings. Like in the morning, I pack and I just put a sheet out so I know what's on the sheet and I pack everything. Well, everything was out. And this dude just like basically sprinkled dirt all over the place. And then once I cleaned that up and just kind of kept it away, when I was in the shower, I threw my shit in again and then sprinkled dirt. So anyway, the PTSD in this is that yesterday I came to the house where I've been staying for the last 20 days and it looked like someone broke into the house. Literally, there was a broken plate on the ground. The what do you call the stuff from the coffee grinds thrown. I'm glad my laptop wasn't broken. I'm grateful none of my shit was broken. My shirts are still over there. My food's still over there. But my buddy had thrashed the place. Then he came home and proceeded to thrash the place again in just fits of anger, wanting to smash everything in his whole house, like books torn, you name it, everything was tossed up, and he was still going on. What I didn't know is that my friend's been suffering from schizophrenia. This is someone that I've known for a long time. Yeah, I don't get to come to Finland every day, but apparently he did an episode last summer too, threatening to kill people, pulling shit, just bad shit, and owing people money, getting on the bad tip. And yesterday was the implosion, and I'm sad for my friend because like I don't want to see him that way. I don't want to see anybody hurt. It's not that he was harming himself, but like I guess he had a nick on his knuckle, so his hand had like bled some places. It was like blood a lot of places, not everywhere. I'm not gonna exaggerate, but like all over the toilet paper and shit. And it was just a shocking environment to be in. I'm a little more shocked that I didn't immediately pack, but soon after he started throwing things and almost hit me with something, I did immediately pack. And I don't know how to act with the other side of people. And I'm definitely ashamed of my other side, arguing with my ex and scaring her into an abortion. This is about the dumbest move I've ever pulled in my life. Usually I feel pretty in control and I'm this kind of cool guy. Learning more about relationships, apparently that you get in love with people that gets you to your extremes. It's easy to have work relationships and friendships, but intimate relationships, it exposes ourselves to our weaknesses. And I'm exposed to other people being here, being in Finland, being on other couches, being in England, being on other couches. I was exposed to their daily lives. I've been a fly on the wall to quite a couple different experiences already, and it's only been just like a month in. So, month and a half, I don't know. I've been traveling. I plan on traveling a year, and already, a month and a half, maybe 2 months in, I've experienced just shock and awe. Let me get some water. I just stepped on the Weed Club shirt. I'm very proud of the Weed Club. I'm staying at the Godfather's house. And I know the Godfather, the wrestler, Godfather on Instagram. Literally, he's the Godfather with the blue check mark. And the Godfather is the homie. Like, he's a smoker, and he's in the Weed Club, too. He has his own Weed Club card. So, Weed Club is going worldwide, baby. I'm feeling quite successful about that. And then quite shameful about my behavior. And then maybe because it's a rainy day, it affects my mood, but also you can get water straight from the tap here in Finland. How awesome is that? But yeah, but also just that I'm also going to keep traveling from here. I leave in another month, June 30th, and I'll be connecting with my friend in Germany, and we're going to go into Turkey together, and hopefully everything stays smooth. We're going to be splitting, so if there is a rift between us, I can go in my own way, and kind of this go my own way kind of person, that I keep going my own way from my ex. And maybe that's the only way I've learned. I took it quite personal. Like, I just clashed with people. Like, I was on a time bomb with my buddy. Like, this last 3 4 days, he started kind of spiraling, and then he didn't get any sleep, and then he thrashed the place. So I saw him in his rage. I saw him throw books. I saw him slam fucking refrigerator doors. I saw him smack cabinets, and it gives you that feeling like you're a kid again and your parents are fighting. Anyway, it's one of those things where it's just like too much PTSD for me, and moving in 30 seconds. And I know I'm not trying to make this all about me, but I didn't know he was like that. I didn't know the Irish guy would get that way, And I even kind of mentioned it the night before, and I was like, I kind of kept to my room because he kind of snapped on me, and it was like, once you snap on people, they're not going to trust you anymore, Mark. I got to say to myself, because I kept snapping on my ex, I kept blowing my temper to get her not to trust me more and more and more. And that's me reflecting on me, and also in these scenarios, and how to make it smoother. When I'm at other places, I'm sitting here, and not all of them have had me to get kicked out. None of them had me moving in 30 seconds. Most of these were amicable. Nobody was missing anything. Homie was talking about his wristband thing and said, Wexford people. And I was going to ask him if I could send it to my mom. I wanted to make a little care package for my mom. He gave me all these things, and I wasn't going to keep them throughout my whole journey. I was just going to mail it to my mom's house and give her something. He took all his gifts back. And it's just weird behavior where, I don't know how extreme people are. He said that his last Airbnb wrote him as intolerable. I obviously saw that about him, and I'm sure my ex saw intolerable in me. And yesterday, what I saw was intolerable. Like, he was literally being abusive. He's like fucking shit, and everybody's kind of talking to himself. And then he was kind of walking around naked. Then he put his pants on backwards. Full on schizophrenic break that apparently he did last summer, telling his mom he's gonna kill her. It just was like, bro, I couldn't even. I see you, Benny Mac. Thanks for watching. You guys only have to watch. He already had 15 minutes of me trying to talk about this thing. So it's like, I don't want to burn out my friends and make this into a diary. But what I am saying is, I guess I always say you don't know people until you fuck them or fight them. So it's kind of like two different experiences there. Even sometimes you see it's a little gay moments in people fighting each other. I've seen dudes kiss on face off, like you're getting really intimate with this thing. And people don't want to use that word intimate with violence, but it is an intimate thing. It is by definition. And when you get close to people, you are in their intimate space, you're like, the place where you scratch your balls and ass, basically, right? So, it's the things that you do that you're not normally doing in public. Is their private space is a better way to describe this. And when you're in privacy or wanting privacy, I didn't really need privacy. We were sleeping next to each other like brothers and on couches. So the arrangement was fine with me. It was the other way where I'm in there, they're behind the closed doors. The guy in Ireland was a hoarder. And not in a bad way, like we had to step over some trash a couple times, but not like in piles of trash. But, once you lose your parents, it usually happens after loss. I just lost my kids, so I should be bounded. Maybe I'm hoarding travel. We kind of bind to things. I definitely started hoarding sugar and eating too much sugar. And that's why I'm grateful to be on the diet. And I'm like hoarding gym workouts so I can just kind of keep my body, heal my body. Like I was healing my mind, but now I'm definitely healing my body. I'm just so sore, like everything, my abs, sides of the abs, the glutes, the fucking everything is just sore. So I gotta almost always sauna. Shout out to the boys in New Zealand keeping the sauna alive. It's a tradition here in Finland. They're the creators of the sauna, but it's gone worldwide. We talked about it in Japan. We talked about the meditation of it, being able to really concentrate on yourself and your breathing and the way it kind of burns, you can top of your ears, it can burn your lips, like the sensitive parts of your skin. It's like that hot, but it's also you being quiet. You don't even want to talk because you're breathing in literal steam, and then being able to just breathe and not have any other thoughts. It kind of consumes you of the thoughts of just how hot you are. So it gives you singularity. Mr. Benny Mac brought up a whole different perspective of just how you kind of put your naked body into all the elements. You got the water, you got the wood, you know, you're on stone, you know, all these other things. And as back to nature, the elements, that's as you can get. I found that very interesting. People get something out of it. Like he say, I'm getting addicted to it. You know, it's addiction. I'm kind of being keenly aware of what I'm addicted to. I'm just looking for a hot tub. Like my body needs a good fucking hot pressure jetted on the fucking tops all over my skin, like my thighs, my shoulders, everything. It just needs to happen. So can I get a hot tub? I went from a place that had a hot tub and it turned into a hot tub. And literally it was just like from the boiling out of the boiling pan into the fire. And you, I guess that's my whole explanation for Saints addiction was like, you really just don't know people. You really don't know what people are capable of. You really don't know what their psychosis is. You can't even diagnose this people if they're suffering currently from depression, postmortem depression, like after a pregnancy, pre-mortem depression, before isolation is a big thing here in Finland. This is a huge thing that literally because of the weather and okay, the sun's finally coming out. We can show this literally because of the weather. Oh yeah, by the way, we club. Join we club. Still smoking weed for mental health. Need some reprieve in this head because this should be going down. And that's just what I'm talking about is like fucking shit be going down. Trying to get some sunshine here. There we go. There's a little bit through the clouds. There's a little bit of shine through the clouds. So, and some fresh getting outside has been motivating me to move the limbs and will myself out of comfortability. We're talking about that too, is shocking the system from this cold, from being so warm and fuzzy inside your homes, and we get so comfortable, and then jumping into like cold showers and doing it in the morning. I know some people get extreme with it. Like I had a buddy that was doing it, like he was doing it at like 6 a.m. every morning or something. He did a 30-day challenge or some shit, and he was really jump starting his system. So I don't know about all that, but I am talking about getting outside in fresh air. You know, the vitamin D is real and the loneliness is real. And when people get so isolated, then they get like embarrassed and then they just stay inside their heads and inside their homes. And it becomes a very dangerous place. Like my home, just where I was staying, was turned into yesterday. It turned into an unsafe place. And not only that, but it was dirty and unsafe and it was dangerous. And I was just like, wow, you know, when what you think is solid changes, especially as a kid that grew up in an abused family, it kind of warps your reality. With alcoholism, my father would always be, you know, with alcoholism, my father would always be, what you call it, unpredictable. That's a better word. You know, he was unpredictable with the, I keep hearing something cranking here, I think. I don't know the sounds in this house yet. Anyway, that kind of unpredictability and not knowing what would happen the next minute or what kind of mood he was in. And with addiction, it does throw off moods. Sometimes your friends are doing good, then they get on some pills or some powders, and you can tell when somebody's out of sorts. It wasn't like he was on a come down, but he was definitely in a spin out. And apparently his mom diagnosed him as schizophrenic, so I have never been around that episode before. Look at this motherfucker roll up like he's something. Look at him, look at him, look at him, look at him. Come on. Why'd you quit? His battery's dead. I'm out here in the sunshine. There he comes. Look, when he comes, the sunshine is shining. Look at that. That's proof. That's literal video proof that you come rolling up. Welcome back. These guys, fucking Finland, dude. I got a fucking Finland shirt. Do you want it? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Fucking Finland.
Give me that shit.
Look at that. I got you. Get in there, dude. Kuhaya.
Kuhaya.
Yeah.
Where's Godfather?
He's not here yet, but I'm almost done with the show.
Okay.
So the tough part is that, you know, don't get to know people. Like, here's Nico. I like him. He likes me. But me and him have never fought. And then if you don't fight, I'm not fucking them. So if you're not fighting someone, how do you really get to know them? And do you really want to fight with your friends to get to know them? Or are they all just effortless ease and no conflict? They say that in the future, the people with the most conflict resolution get to be. I don't know, more successful at life if you can figure out how to negotiate and navigate with people. I guess that was what the 48 laws of power, and I guess we were talking about tolerating. You know, I'm in situations where I have to be tolerated, but I also am with people, so I could be alone. I could be lonely and pay for it and pay. You know, all the places I've been staying are for free, so let me get an Airbnb. But then I'm all alone and I have nobody to talk to or be with. So that would fuck up my activities right now. I had a friend literally roll up, and like that kind of thing where the sun's out, I can get it warm on my back. It's fresh air. I've been stretching on the porch for a good minute before I started the show. I just needed it and be in tune with my body and not assume drama like from the models or from my buddy's schizophrenia or from moving. And that's gonna be the hardest part is choosing moods. You know, as the addiction is real. Like, of course, I'm gonna smoke and chill out. You know, that's gonna make me see the world a little bit better and brighter. But you know, that's what happens to all of us is we just need a bit brighter. You know, I mean, with that shine, I mean, it feels easier to do it. I know it's definitely easier doing it when I'm like on a beach in Brazil or Thailand. You know, like it makes it easy to shine when you're out there. But when you don't have that shine, when you're having a combination, a limiting snippets of events. Um, I'm think I'm becoming trauma averse. You know, that I've just been through so many real fucking thick situations, from South Korean prison to unwanted abortions to world travel. You know, I just this magnitudes of emotions and these peaks and valleys of life, and then to sit here with the birds chirping and a light breeze and the sun shining on the trees. You know, I get to say that was yesterday. Today is today. It's another day. Different strokes for different folks. That's why I labeled it that way. Yeah, Godfather's back. So, any of that stuff, look at him. He's just rolling up. Everybody's rolling up at the same time. It's the perfect timing. You know, that's what it's all about with friendships in Finland. It's like everybody knows when it's time to smoke. Well, they've already walked and taken the bus and gotten on time before everybody's ready to leave. They're great at timing because Finland's all about timing. You know, it's all about the engineering of life and getting on train tracks and making it happen. So I'm not going to be on this thing with my friends. I want to absorb them. We're going to talk about this and digest our friend together. But look who just rolled up. Oh, in the sunshine. In the sunshine.
Yeah.
Yo, yo.
Saman tien kun paamaa hevi.
Thank you, bro.
No problem.
We're just chilling in the sunshine. Look, everybody's got their snacks. I want one.
It's morning.
It's the morning time. This is breakfast for the fiendish people. All right. Well, let's go get this sunshine in. And just enjoy my friends. What a blessing. What a blessing. Finland gives me moments and pause, like you don't always have to talk. And there's this nature thing. So it's like the forest does answer all the questions when there's trouble. Staying inside seems to be where the trouble is, and people just staying in there and all this other things. So yeah, I guess I wish the world peace. You know, it's all about peace and love. And I want my friend to find peace. I'm worried about him. I don't want to cause not peace to his mom. Shout out to my mom. I've caused her some non-peace, you know, not be, you know, going to prison and jail and being federally arrested. My mom's just been through a lot with me. So, you know, shout out to all the moms out there. And I know they're getting bashed for not dating single moms, so they are towing the heavy load. And men, we don't mind towing that heavy load and even the mental load of our inner workings and our friends. And I always talk about mental health matters. So that's what the show's about, you know, making it matter, because mental health does matter, bro. It happens all the time. How do you shut it off? See? Put it in. Yeah, where is the plug? How's this thing work? Get yourself an electric scooter, $400 or 420. You said he paid 400 euros. They're about that, but people are scooting all over the place, and the kids love them. And great way to transport is the future. If it had four wheels, I would definitely do it. So I don't know. Anyway, it was just plug in, maximize when your friends are doing good. You're gonna have to absorb that just like the sun, and then on the rainy days, you're gonna have to tolerate them and their worst too. So, my aunt would tell you warts and all. I wish my ex had tolerated me and my outburst. I'm not always like that. You know, God's honest. I wish I didn't even just grabbed her here and scared her. I'm grateful I didn't pull her out of the car. I never swung on her. I never had to get there, and I'm grateful. Had some clashes, and I wish everything was free, but it's not. So preparing for conflict and being better at conflict is where it's at. I'm glad I didn't get physical with my friend yesterday. I'm glad I could get my stuff out safely. I'm not glad that he's not okay. I'm not glad that I didn't have my child. And there's certain things to balance that I have to balance this beautiful life with the sunshine shining and fresh air and trees and friends and weed. And then at the same time, that's what the acid trip was doing to me the other day was, also feeling how many times I fucked up in my life and how many mistakes have been made and how many times I've acted out. I've never really thrown everything, and thankfully I never threatened to kill my own mom, but I did say my mom was being a fucking bitch. I mean, you're being a fucking bitch, dude. She took it as I called her a fucking bitch, and it didn't happen that way. But it's all how we interpret things, and that's what I had to take in today was just the interpretation of everything, the interpretation of life, and your balance of life, and how you interpret people's emotions and moods, and what kind of signals you're throwing off and interpreting, and that might interpret you. So that also can trigger you into having a mood. And like I said, with this model, I kind of wanted to respond a certain way, like, listen here, you narcissistic bitch, you haven't cared for months, years. I gave you a free hoodie, and all you gave me, and you gave my homie, all you did was wear it for a quick second, and now you're talking shit to me, talking about delete this. I didn't get permission. You didn't pay me. I don't work for your agency. And I'm like, well, then how about you make me a hoodie, ship it to me, and pay the shipping, and then we'll be even. And then I won't post a video about you, and then I can delete the video. Then the other part of me is goes, look, lady, I'm in Finland. Life is good. The sun is up. I didn't know you were like this or it was hurting you like this. That wasn't my intentions. Reliable Models is all about booking girls and getting them jobs, and any girls that represent my brands. It's for all 5 brands. It's a spot for that. So I can be magnanimous. My boy Benny Mac was showing me how he can be magnanimous and tolerant and spin it to the positive instead of going, right, he's just being a fucking cunt and he's always just fucking riding dick and making things worse. So in a way, yeah, my buddy was being a fucking cunt and treating people bad and owing people money. And then the other way, guess what? He's also my buddy, and he has schizophrenia, and I'm afraid for his safety and others. So I try to be magnanimous. I try to keep it in the light and keep it bright. But as you can see, even the clouds keep blowing over. What are you going to do on a cloudy day? And that's what Saints Addiction was all about, is this dichotomy of it's not always going to be sunshine. It's not always going to be rainbows and butterflies. What are you going to do when the friends flip on you? What are you going to do when relationships end? And what are you going to do when people aren't as they seem? So, like, that's the question of the day: is what are you going to do when people aren't what you think that they are, or you find out who they are, or you see another side of them that you weren't interpreting? So, it's your boy Marky Saint. I would love for you to comment below and say, yeah, me and my friend were friends for 12 years, and then they slept with my ex-husband. I thought I could trust them, or yeah, my best friends took my sister's virginity, but we still stayed best friends, but now we don't talk anymore. I don't know, man. There's a lot of ups and downs and smiles and frowns, and they're all inside of all of us. So I'd love for the sun to shine on everybody, but there's going to be a rainy day, and I'd love for everybody to just be magnanimous, but I know they're going to get angry. So I don't know if I have tolerance or patience, but I'm seeking it, and that's why I do this show. So that's my 30 minutes. Hope you get outside and go. Walk your dog. Smell the fresh air. Stretch and shine. Don't forget to smile. Peace and love. I'll see you on the other side. Chigathon. Oh, and that's Finnish for goodbye. And I'm in Finland, so Chigathon. See this thing. Let me get some rolls and I'll see you guys. Peace.